Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Lando Norris,
Max Verstappen, Max
Lando
Verstappen,
Norris,
champion of the world.
Howdy YouTube. Before I get into this video, I want to say thank you so much for 100 subscribers. It's a milestone I never expected to hit, and especially not in under 3 months.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
So again, thank you so much for the support. There's big things coming on the way, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because I'm so excited to keep making content for all of you. Alright, let's jump into the video. Who would have expected a season where 7 different drivers win a race and 5 drivers have multiple wins after Red Bull's absolute domination last season and the start of this one? I certainly didn't after seeing the RB20 in Bahrain, but things change and change quickly. If I had to rank the top teams right now, I'd put the RB20 4th, behind both the Mercedes W15 and the Ferrari SF24. So Max Verstappen has gone from an easy pick in the championship to having a tight battle with Lando Norris, who has finally figured out how to start a race from pole. But with that out of the way, we've got 2 championships up for grabs, the Constructors and the Drivers. There's 6 races, 3 sprints, and about 180 points left. So the big question is, who wins each? Starting with the Constructors, Red Bull is out of contention, and McLaren is untouchable. The only team I thought that could have challenged McLaren was Ferrari, but that was only if they won both Baku and Singapore. After the second war of Mexican independence between Checo and Carlos in Baku and Ferrari's underwhelming performance in Singapore, that's no longer possible. The SF24 is what I call a specialist car. It excels on track outliers like Singapore and Monaco, but struggles on traditional circuits like Coda and Interlagos. With only one street circuit left in Vegas and only one other track with street circuit characteristics like Abu Dhabi, unless something absolutely insane happens, McLaren should easily run away with the Constructors' Championship. Now I know most of you are going to be like, well, duh, they had the fastest car. Okay, whatever, shut up. The bigger question, who wins the Drivers' Championship? Will it be Max with a 2009 Braun GP type performance, or Lando Norris, who inherited a rocket ship? The current gap is 52 points, which says a lot about both drivers, as that's the same gap between Max and Lando after Miami, when McLaren's upgrades came in. I already made a video on McLaren's shortcomings, and I'll link it below if you're interested, but as far as the championship goes, McLaren should have the fastest car on all 6 remaining circuits. However, it's also worth noting that none of these tracks should give Red Bull any major issues, as none of them have curbs big enough to disrupt Red Bull's ride height. So, I'm calling it. Your 2024 Formula One World Champion will be Max Verstappen. Sure, he might not win another race this year, and yes, even if Lando wins every race, he could still lose the championship by a single point, thank you Daniel Ricciardo, if Max consistently finishes second. People, especially Sky Sports, annoyingly point out how unlikely it is for Max to consistently finish second. But in the same breath, they also ignore how unlikely it is that Lando will win every race. As we've seen, he's prone to mistakes, and in Singapore, he nearly folded under pressure with a 20-second lead. So what's to say Charles, Lewis, Carlos, or George won't steal a win from him in Interlagos or somewhere else? I left off Oscar as he'll probably give up the position, but if that happens, it would almost certainly cost Lando the championship. I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I know this is kind of a short video, but I wanted to get it out of the way so I could focus on next week's video. But once again, thank you so much for 100 subs. Let's keep pushing, and I'll see you next week with that new video.